Welcome to this comprehensive guide on registering your entity in SAM.gov and how to obtain a CAGE code, which is a crucial step for accessing federal government contracts. We'll walk you through the entire process step by step. Before beginning, make sure you have your business banking information, an EIN issued by the IRS, a physical address affiliated with your business, and at least one NAICS code ready. Let's begin. To start, visit SAM.gov and log in. For security purposes, SAM.gov will request an additional verification method. Follow the prompts to verify your identity. On this page, enter the code that was sent to your phone number provided. If you're having trouble, you can use additional authentication methods provided. Once you've logged into SAM.gov, ensure that you're in your workspace. It will look similar to my screen. It will show that you have an active UEI, but that you have not yet received your CAGE code. You will see on the right-hand side of your screen a word that says Actions with 3 dots beside it. Click those 3 dots and you'll see a little menu pop up and then click Register. Now you'll see this page and it's just here to show you that you are continuing on in the registration process. When you see this page, click the button that says All Awards at the top of the page. On this page, they are just asking if you are registering a government entity. Most likely the answer is going to be no, but if you are a government entity, click Yes. If you have not already been assigned a CAGE code, click No that you do not have one. Most likely, if you are completing this registration, you are going to be an employee or an officer of the entity, so go ahead and click that button and then click that you certify that you are authorized to do so, and then click Continue. This page is just showing you how many steps you have left to complete, so just click Continue. Now you're at the page where you will begin to enter your core data. Make sure that you enter the date that the business was formed or established here. This may be used to distinguish you from others with similar names. You must enter the date in the format that they provide. Your business start date must be today's date or earlier. You will now be taken to a new screen where you will enter the information you gathered earlier, such as your banking information and your EIN. It is important to enter this information exactly as it is shown on your IRS forms. Go ahead and enter your name exactly as it is listed on your form, as well as your physical address. If you get stuck, there are pop-up boxes for any questions that you might need help defining. Enter the start date of your business, which should align with your IRS records, and also enter the end of your business's fiscal year. You can also enter a URL to your website, although it's okay if you do not have this information. Make sure to enter your mailing address, getting it exactly right, and then click Save and Continue. You will then see a message appear that states that an email has been sent to the provided email address. It has a one-time password to enter. Retrieve that email and enter it into the pop-up message provided. On this page, answer if another entity owns or controls your entity, and then continue. Enter if you are a successor to a predecessor. The answer to this is usually no, and then click Continue. A lot of the information that is gathered throughout this process will be available on your SAM profile. This allows it to be available on the Small Business Search portal. Keep in mind that this information can be updated or revised after you received your CAGE code, so don't worry if you need to change anything in the future. On this page, you will be confirming if your entity is physically located in the United States, and you will be telling them where your company is incorporated. You will be updating your entity security level, sometimes this is not applicable, and your state institution type. Continuing on this page, you will answer if you are a disadvantaged business enterprise and if you are a Native American. Continue on this page, entering your entity structure. Most of the time here, you will answer corporate entity that is not tax exempt, and you will also select the appropriate business type from the provided options, such as for-profit, nonprofit, or government. Select your socioeconomic categories. These are important for set-asides within SAM.gov. If your business has special designations like minority-owned, woman-owned, or veteran-owned, select the relevant ones. This page is going to be your banking information, so just enter your information and then click Continue. Under the executive compensation section, they want to know if you are a small business. Answer yes if your business aligns with either of these, and if not, answer no. Answer questions related to criminal and civil proceedings accurately. Specify if you have any previous contracts over $10 million or if you faced any past issues. On this page, you will just be asked to review the information you've provided to make sure there are no mistakes. This is important as you want all of the names and all of the numbers to be exactly as they are on your forms. On this page, you will be adding the NAICS codes that apply to your company. If you need help identifying these, we will be happy to help you, or you could go to the census.gov website and look up NAICS. Find out which ones apply to your company. Remember that you can always go back and add more NAICS later, but right now you need at least one to continue. This is the census.gov website. This is a great website that will assist you in identifying your NAICS codes. On this page, you are going to enter your annual report information. If you are just starting out and have not currently made any money, you can just put $1. Then enter the current number of employees within your company, even if that's just one. For the EDI information, if this section applies to your company, select yes and answer the remaining questions. If not, just select no and continue. If your company is interested in disaster response opportunities, choose yes. If not, just select no. Remember, you can always go back and change this later. Last, they will have you review your responses on the following page. After carefully reviewing, click Save and Continue. For the FAR Response 1 question, you are required to add a person to be able to determine prices offered for bids and proposals, so you will complete that here. On question 4, it could be a good idea to answer this question with, vendor will provide information with specific offers to the government. This way you have options later on. After you click Add New Person, a pop-up box will appear where you will enter their name and title. This information will be saved after you click the Save button at the bottom of the page. Under the FAR Response 2 question, Question 6 will ask if your company is controlled by a common parent, and Question 7 is wanting to know if anyone connected to your company is debarred or suspended. It will ask if you've been convicted or have you ever been notified of delinquent taxes. Be sure to answer every question. This will ensure that it will allow you to continue on to the next page. Continue to answer the questions on this page and then click Continue. Continue to answer the questions under FAR Response 3. On question 23, we advise you to select Vendor will provide information with specific offers to the government. This way, if you purchase products from a foreign source later on, you already have it set up. But you can also change this after you get your cage code if it ends up not applying to you. Then click Save and Continue. You should now be to FAR Response 4. For question 27, in our case, we select Vendor will provide, and on question 29, we enter no. Typically, for question 30, you will enter no. For question 32, for unpaid tax, you will typically enter no. For question 33, you will typically enter no, and the same for question 34. For the question about telecommunications, you can typically provide no. You should now be on the Architect Engineering Response page. If you did not select a NAICS code that applies here, it will continue you on to the next section after you click Save and Continue. For the Defense Response questions, it'll ask you, do you wish to bid on anything with the DoD? Almost everyone here will want to click yes if you ever want to do work with the DoD. Question 38, transported by sea, you can typically answer no. Question 39, you can also typically answer no. If you are not a foreign entity or you are controlled by a foreign entity, then read carefully as you respond to the remaining questions. If you are not, then the remaining questions will be no, except the last two, number 45 and number 46. The next page is just asking you to review the information that you provided. Please read over it carefully. At the bottom of the page, check the box agreeing that you have read and accept, and then click Save and Continue. On the Financial Assistance Response page, if you wish to apply for financial assistance, select the option that applies to your company. On the point of contact page, they are asking you for alternative points of contact. If you are using a group email address, it has to include your company's domain. Anyone listed has access to all of this information. Enter the information that they are asking you. Now you will just review your information, make sure that it is correct, and click Save and Continue. It will take you to the next screen where you will enter all of that information and then click Save and Continue. Once you have entered all of that information, a Submitting Entity Registration pop-up box will appear. It will send a passcode to the email address provided, and you will insert the code here. Now you will be taken to a confirmation page. It is confirming that you have submitted the necessary information. Once you've verified all the details, you are ready to submit your registration. You will receive a confirmation that your submission is successful. Now, on your main workspace page, you will see that instead of it saying your ID is assigned, it will say Submitted Registration. Congratulations! You've completed the registration process in SAM.gov, and you are one step closer to accessing federal government contracts. Now you'll await verification and approval, after which you'll receive your CAGE code. Thank you for watching our guide on how to register your entity in SAM.gov. If you have any questions or if there are additional videos that you would like to see, please comment below. We are here to help. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and we look forward to hearing from you.